Hi all, welcome to MSc Technologies. Today class we are going to discuss about a REST API. Okay. Today we'll see what is REST API. Then we'll see the how to do API testing through Postman. First, what is API? Okay, let me explain what is API. Okay, API stands for Application Programming Interface, which allows one application to communicate with one or more applications via API calls. That's mean, but example, we have different applications, right? Like Amazon, Flipkart, like any application, Facebook or WhatsApp, any application. If you want to communicate one application to many applications or one application to one application, this kind of operations if you want to do without any browser. Okay, I don't want to open a browser. Without browser, I want to communicate my application to another application. If you want to do this kind of operations, we can use a API, REST API we can use. Okay, how do we do the operations mean, but example, creating any customer and getting any details from an application, along with updating, deletion, this kind of any actions we can do through API calls. This we'll discuss later. Okay, now we'll discuss how one application can able to communicate with too many applications. Let me explain one real scenario. But example, we have Amazon applications. Okay, Amazon is what we can buy anything on a online. That is the online shopping application, Amazon. Okay, that is also an application. But example, we are going to buy one item. In item I'm going to purchase in a Amazon. Then usually we can do payment in a different apps. Okay, after buying, right, while doing the any payment option, right, it will provide a different options. Like we can go for a phone pay, also we can use Google Pay, Paytm. If you have any bank account also, through bank account also you can pay. While paying the through bank, right, we use a debit card or credit card will use for any bank. Okay, it is not specific to any one particular bank. Any bank you can use all the options Amazon applications can provide. For example, SBA, HDFC, Citibank, ICICI, like that. Okay. But let me explain the procedure. Usually, but example, I bought one item, then I'm going to uh, pay the amount after buying, right? While the paying amount, I want to pay through the SBI card. I have SBI card. I want to pay through SBI card. Then what happened? This Amazon application, it will provide some details. If I want to pay the any payment through the SBI debit card, what are the details it will ask? It will ask the what kind of credit card you are going to use, SBI or HDFC. Then we can have to provide a SBI. Then it will ask the card name. What is the card name? Whether it is a debit card, credit card, like that. Okay. Here I given it some dummy details. My institute name I given, but you can consider whatever name you want. You can give. Then card number. Here I am giving my institute number, but in the you can give the exact card number also, like CVV number, amount, expire date. All these details it will get it from a UI applications, right? Then what what happened? Internally it will format this data into this format. It's called JSON, JSON format, key value format. Okay. After formatting this JSON format, right? What it will do? It will send these details to the corresponding bank. But example here it is a SBI. Then these details it will provide to the SBI bank through API calls. That and all we'll see later how we will send. Just now you can try to understand the critical part. Okay. These details it will provide to the SBI bank. Then SBI bank what it will do? It will validate all these details, whether these details are belongs to our existing customer or not, according to the card number, all the card name, along with the CSV, all these details it will validate. If it is a valid one, then what it will do? It will send a OTP to the corresponding account number, mobile number. But example, this account is linked with some mobile number, right? It will send a OTP to the that corresponding person mobile number. Okay, usually we get a this OTP from the bank side. Okay, here you have to observe very clearly. We are providing all our bank details to the Amazon, but we are getting the OTP from our SBI bank. How? That's mean what happened internally, the data Amazon will send to the SBI, then SBI validate and it will send to the OTP to your mobile number. Okay, that's when you have to understand how it is got been. The Amazon communicate the details to the uh, SBI through API calls. Okay. Then again, what we need to do, this OTP, whatever we got from SBI, this will enter into the Amazon website. That's mean Amazon application you will enter. Then what happen? Again, this OTP it will send to the SBI bank through API calls. Then SBI it will validate whether whatever we send is it same or not. Then it will compare if it is the same OTP whatever they sent, right? Then what it will do? It will deduct the some amount, whatever amount you enter, right? That amount it will deduct from your bank to, then it will transfer to the Amazon account. That's mean what happened here? Amazon application is internally communicating with SBI application through API calls. Okay. Similarly, it can able to communicate with any application, HDFC application, Citi, ICICI, like this. Okay, that is the advantage of the API. Okay, India, there are a lot of applications internally. Every application that it will use a API only. Okay, that is the advantage. Okay, hope you understood very clearly. Okay, how the process will happen while communicating one application to many applications. Okay, API means it is nothing but a very simple. Okay, whatever UI operations we are doing, same operation only we do through API. But UI operation means we have to open one application. But example, this is application. You can see what is this application online form examples. But example, this is application which asks us some details. But example, we need to enter first name, last name, email. Okay, some inquiry related things along with the any comment you want to give, you can give. Then you can continue. Okay, this is you can assume this is application which requires some data to fill the form. Okay, UI application mean what we do, we can open in the browser. Okay, then we can do some operations. But API mean what we do, we no need to open a browser under. In the API testing, browser is not required, just we can able to communicate through API calls. In the API calls mean how we can communicate mean, but example, just will give a one URL. Okay, then we use the API method, but creation part we have to use a post. Okay, then we have to give a payload. Whatever details we are providing here, right, in the UI page, same details we provide in a JSON format, like first name, last name, email, subject, okay, inquiry. All these details we can provide like this. Okay, then it will create the form. Okay, now advantage is what, we no need to open any browser and all. This is faster compared to if you open a browser, entering and submitting, then closing the browser, it's take a lot of time, right? But in the API we can do operations very fast. That is also one advantage we can see. Now what we need to do next, I hope you understood very clearly. Okay, let me explain one more time. Okay, what is API? API is an API stands for application programming interface. What is the advantage of API mean? Through API what we can do, we can communicate one application to many applications through API calls. Example, you can do Amazon or any Flipkart, this and all will communicate the many applications. This example are clear. Now other advantages is we no need to use any UI. Okay, no need to create a UI applications, and you no need to open any browser. The dependency we can avoid. Okay, that is also an advantage. Directly we can do through API application. This I will show practically, you don't worry. Now try to understand practically. Okay, now if you want to test the API, right, initially what we need to do, we have to install a Postman for API manual testing. First we will do the manual testing. After installing a Postman, then we can go for a automation part, we'll see. Okay, now let me install the Postman on my system. Okay, if you want to install a Postman, what is the first step? We have to open this link. Or you can search in the Google also. Install a Postman for Windows like that. Okay. Now you can see there is a Windows 64-bit. Just you can click on this one. It will download a one application. Okay, which is downloading. You can see. Let it download. Okay, now download is completed. Hope you are able to see. This is the one we downloaded just now. Now, if you want to install Postman, what you need to do, just to do the double click on this software. Hope now you are able to see. It's loading. Okay, now it came like this. You can see. You will see this page. Okay, after double clicking that, okay, it takes some time. Then you will see this page. If you want to create any account, right, you can create. Already if you have any account, you can log in with that account. Now, if you don't want to create any account, okay, without account, if you want to continue, there is a one below. You can see one button, continue without an account. You can click on this. As of now, I am continuing without any account. Okay, then it will come like this. Okay, then what we need to do, we have to close this one. Just a minute. Okay, after clicking the open without any account login, right? Okay, you will see this page. Then what we need to do, you have to click on the open lightweight API client. You can see this tab, right? Just to click on this, then you will see this page. Okay, now our setup is ready. Postman setup is ready to perform the API operations. Next step is what we will see. This is automation steps. We'll see the later. Okay. Okay, now let me explain the what are the main HTTP methods. Okay, we have mainly four HTTP methods: get, post, put, delete. What is the use of get mean? Use to get a information from web service. That's mean if you want to get any information from the API application, right? We can use a get method. Post mean if you want to create any new record or any new data, if you want to insert, we can use a post. Put to mean to updating a existing record. That's mean already one data is there. Just you want to add you want to update some data. Okay. Then we can go for a put. Deletion mean if you want to delete or remove any existing data, we use these methods. Okay. This status code I will explain later. Now we will start a manual testing. Okay, before starting manual testing, what we need to do, we have to install these two modules. Install below two required modules using below command. Just what you need to do, python -m pip install flask. This command you can copy, then come to your command prompt, open command prompt, just to run this command. Okay, because I have already installed, right? That's why it is coming requirement already satisfied. For you, it will install. Then what you need to do, I will show you. I will share this file, server side script. Okay, this is a application which API application which I have created by using a Flask framework. Flask is a Python based framework which we can use to create a API applications. In the real time, we no need to create. As a tester, you have to validate. If you want to validate, we need one application, right? That's why I have created my own application by using a Flask framework. This is a customer related application. But example, if you want to get a customer details and if you want to create, update, deletion, okay, these four operations I have created by using this one. Okay, this code, what you need to do, you need to run as it is. You don't need to do anything. In the real time also, remember this and all we don't do. For testing purpose, we need an API application, right? That's why I have created an application. First, what you need to do, we need to run this file. How do you run? Right click, open into command prompt. Just what you need to do, Python. Okay. Now our application is running on this URL. Okay. But example, if you want to access any Facebook or Google, we have some URLs, right? Like this application also created one URL. Through this URL, we can able to access. Okay. Next thing. Okay. Now application is ready. This part and all real time we don't care. Okay. But real time what happened, right? The developer team will share all the API details to you. Just you need to validate. For example, they can share in the different formats. They can share the API details in the API application, or they can able to share in the PDF, or they can able to share in the Excel, Word. Different format they will share. Just here I am providing some details in the Excel format. What as a tester, what you need to do? Just you have to validate these APIs are working properly or not. All the API details they only provide. Okay. Okay. Now let me first, this is the API to get entire customer details. If you want to get any customer details, what you need to do, this is the URL you have to use. What is the method also? They only provide. Get method we have to use. Request data not required. You no need to enter you no need to give any request data. Then the response, how it will come? It will come like this. Customer 1 is a Kumar, customer 2 is a Balu. Then response data format, this is, it will be JSON. And response status code 200. Test results that we need to update, okay, after testing. This is how we will get a API details. What we need to do, I will share. Okay, but example, we got this requirement. First, we have to select this URL, then go to Postman. Here, a method you can select whatever method you want. Okay, they given a get, right? Let me select a get, then enter a URL. Okay, there is no request data is not required, right? Then what we can do, just you can select a method, select a URL, just you send. Now you can see this is the output. Customer 1 is a Kumar, customer 2 is a Balu. Here you can see the status code also 200. But what is expected? Response data has to come like this. This is the same JSON format only. Customer 1 Kumar, customer 2 Balu. Format is JSON. Along with the response status code is a 200. Okay, response status code is a 200. That's mean this API is working as expected. Then as a QA engineer, what you need to do? You have to make a pass. This test case you have to make a pass. That's all. Okay. Next is the second test case. Base URL will be same. You can see till 5,000 it will be same. Then only it will change. Okay. Now again you need to select this URL. Come to Postman. You can select this. You can click on this plus button to open a new tab. First we have to select the method. This is the post method. You can see method is a post. Then we have to enter a URL. Next, there is a payload also. Payload means request data. We have to select this request data. How to pass this request data in Postman? Let me show you. Okay. Go to body tab, click on raw. Then here you can select a JSON. In this place, you can paste the request data. Then give a click on send. Now what we are going to do? We are going to create a new record, that is a customer 3 with the name as a triple R. Now you can see the response. Customer 3 is created, and the response also you can see. And the response status code also 200. But we'll see what is expected. Expected is same only. We got a triple R. JSON format. Status code is 200. This is also working as expected. You can make a pass. Okay. Sometimes you want to make sure whether that is created properly or not. What we can do? Again, we can call a get method. What is the use of get method mean? It will get all the customer details from a application. Now you can see customer 3 record created. Like that, we have to make sure the post requested request successfully created. Okay. Next, what is the method? Updating existing record. What is the URL? This is the URL you have to select. Now again, what you need to do, you have to open a new tab. For updating, what is the method? Put method we have to select. Then URL you have to enter. It has some data, right? You have to select. Okay, the test data you can see change. Okay, but example I given a MS technologies, right? Now let me explain one more time. If you have any payload or test data, if you want to enter, go to body raw JSON. JSON is nothing but a Python dictionary. Okay, now this data you can change up to you. You can, right? Now customer 1, actually customer 1, what is the value? Kumar. Now I want to change to MSc technology. Now let me run. Now you can see customer 1 record updated successfully. This is a string actually. This is not a JSON, you can remember. The response data status code 200. But what is expected, we'll see now. Expected is like this one. Customer 1 record updated successfully. This is not a JSON text. Expected string status code 200. This is also you can make as a pass. Now next is we have to make sure whether it is updated successfully or not. For example, customer 1 is Kumar. I have changed it to MSc technology. To make sure what we need to do, we have to run the get method again. You can see now customer 1 record updated successfully. Then we have to make sure like this. Then we have to update a status. Last one is what? Deletion. Deletion also status code is 200, text only. This is the URL. Just to we are adding a delete string. Okay. Method is delete. Again, what you can do, you can open a new tab or you can change in the existing tab also, no issue. Select a delete method, enter URL, body, raw, JSON. Then you can select customer 2. I want to change to whatever you wish, you can. Okay, but example, I want to change to Ramesh. Just I'm giving Ramesh. It will change. Customer 2 value it will change to Ramesh. You can see updated successfully. Text only. Status code is 200. Okay. Earlier it was customer 2 is a Balu. Now I change it to sorry, we deleted, right? We deleted. We should not see that value. See, customer 2 is deleted. Okay. Now, actually, it is deleting based on the key value, not a value. Based on the key only, it is deleting. Here, if you give anything, it's no issue. Okay. Let me give Balu another one. This is how we can perform the API operations in a Postman. Hope you are clear. Like this, you can explore the other APIs also. But example, okay. Hope you are clear. First, we have to install these two libraries. This Flask is for developing a API application. Request library is to do the automation that I will show you. This is what this is a file which contains a API application. Just you have to run and you have to ignore. If you terminate this tab, right, or this console, you cannot perform the API operation. Just you have to run and you have to keep it like this. You don't close. Okay. Next to stay API methods, but let me explain the API status codes. Important only I am explaining. You can get the remaining in the Google answer. 200 mean it is success. 201 mean create. But example, if you use a post method, something it is create, right? Then it's written at 201. In our case, it is coming 200, but usually it's coming 201. 400 mean bad request. 401 is unauthorized. 404 is a not found. And 405 is a method not allowed. And 500 is a internal server error. These are all very important. You should know. Okay. In interviews, they will ask what is the 404, what is 500, what is 201, like that. Okay. You should explore at least some of the important response status codes. Then what is JSON? JSON is in Python wise it is a key value pair, but the JSON also it's key value pair only. The advantage of JSON is JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. JSON is an lightweight format storing and transferring data, because in Python dictionary can understand, but JSON can understand any language, whether it is a Java, C, C++, any programming language. JSON format means it is common for all the programming languages, and it is a lightweight to transferring the data from one the source to destination, like that. That's why we prefer a JSON in the AP application. Along with, I'm going to share some of the practice sites. Whatever we did just till now, that is our own application. There is a one more. There are some websites available if you want to practice the API. That let me show you. Requires.in. This is one application. Okay. Here, if you come down, yeah, here you can see these are all the APIs. But example, if you want to get a user details, right? Single user. These are all the get methods. You can see post, put, patch. All this you can practice. Just I will show one. According that you can continue the remaining also. Okay. Now if you want to, I want to check the single user, or otherwise get list users also I want to see. Then what you need to click on the this list user first to get method. Okay. Open in the new tab, right? If you do like this, you will get a complete URL. This is a complete URL. You can take like this. You can do the remaining operations also. Okay. This is the base URL request.in. Then we have to add this link also. For example, single user mean it will change like this. You don't need to do anything. Just after this request.in, you have to add this one. Okay. Now first one we have selected list to get all the users. Then come to Postman, open a new tab. That method is get, right. Then you can enter. You can see here till here it is a base URL. Then whatever we have added, right, that you can copy from a here. Base is same. This only will change. Okay. Now let me send that. See, now you can see all the data, whatever we are seeing here, right? Same data we are seeing the here also. This is the response body actually. Okay, similarly, if you want a single user also, what you need to do a single click, open in a new tab. That's all. This is the data. This is the URL. If you want to see the method, this is a get only. Like that, you can perform. Okay. I will share these details also. You can continue. Next, if you want to do some other operation, there is a one more free website. This and all online only we can do. Go rest.co.in. These are free website, right? Sometimes it will work, sometimes it doesn't work. But this is a very stable application. You can practice on this. Okay. Similarly, you can practice this also if it is working. Okay. Next is Swagger documentation. Okay. Swagger document is what mean? This is a central question which contains API details in a real time. Real time mean it's in the real time they will share a Swagger documentations. In this documentation we can see the all details. But example how it's look mean you can see. It's look like this. For example, this is the documentation they will share. This is the get method. This is the API. But if you click this one, it will show what are the parameters under. This is the response data. It will come like this. Post mean you can click on the post. This is the URI. Base URL they will share. You don't worry. If you want to try, you can just try it out. It will come like this. This is the request body. You have to do the request like this. Then you will see the success 200. Okay, this is the response. Like this, in the real time, sometimes they will share the Swagger documentation, which contains the details like this. You have to go through one by one. According that, you have to do the testing in the Postman. Hope you understood. Okay, you can go through these Swagger documentations also. Then we'll see what happen. Okay. Okay, then that's all today class. Next class will cover the automation part. How to do the API automation by using a request library. Okay. Then that's all today class. Next class I will cover the remaining bits. Okay.